What's up, boys? Welcome back to another video. This video is going to be pretty long because I do have a lot to talk about. First off, welcome back. I mean, I've been going for a while. Not gone, but I just haven't been active for a while. Mostly been filming TikToks. If you haven't, you can go follow my TikTok. It's at French Trades, or you could just join my Discord. I post the TikToks in there too, and you will see them, and you can go follow the account. Anyways, let's jump into some context. Okay, so back in my previous video, I'm pretty sure I talked about some stuff that was setting up. I also talked a lot on TikTok about what was setting up. I talked about what I was in positions for paper trading. I was in Pawn, I was in Coinbase, I was in Spotify, and I was in DoorDash. So we're going to talk about why those failed, why some won, and blah, 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 blah. So Pawn, first of all, Pawn did have a good breakout. I did throw this out on the Discord. Pawn had a really good breakout, right? Really went up to my strike price, which is, I'm pretty sure 400 was the strike price. Not too crazy, not too risky. Obviously played it safe there. Definitely made some money. And then there was the something that happened with cybersecurity. I'm pretty sure this was the day that the guy got shot, the CEO got shot or whatever, and like that was the news about it or some shit. Pretty sure, don't quote me on that. But that there was a whole scandal with the guy, insider trading or cybersecurity. I don't fucking know. I read that somewhere. I don't know if I'm correct. Absolutely tanked, took me out. Same as Coin. Coin had the breakout, right? It was going, and then it just completely dumped on us. I mean, it dumped us on the second day, which was fine, and then it like jumped back up, which is cool. But then again, it just fucking dumped after that, straight back to the EMAs. Now, I'm still looking at this, even though it's not the greatest setup. It's still like here, right? It's in this range of possibly setting up again, right? And you could just treat this as a failed breakout, and this was hype or whatever, if you will. But if you really want to look at it, you can look at it like that, right? Don't mind this. You just know that it can reach these highs up here. That's kind of what I'm looking at currently. Also, Bitcoin is hitting $102,000 K or some shit. It's going. Like, Bitcoin's going, right? It might come down, but right now it's going. So Coinbase should also be going. Foxa, yeah, this is the one I called out in my Discord, the one I was looking at, or not Discord, TikTok. This one hasn't really been playing. I'm going to take this off. It had a breakout, but it's just not the play I wanted. It really failed here, so I'm taking this off. No need to talk about it. SoFi is on my list. I'll talk about it. Schwab, about to break out, setting up. Nope, didn't take it. Disney also didn't take it. Really good tight setup. I mean, this was the setup here, and then it just dumped. Okay, so here, it's not a failed breakout. This didn't even try to break out at all. This is if it broke out and we got stopped out. That's that. But it's a good setup. Okay, don't get me wrong. Really good setup. It just didn't work. We're not at fault here. DoorDash, okay, this was kind of unfortunate. I tried to get this early. I thought this was the breakout, which it kind of was. It had the volume, it had everything, but then it just failed. Thing is, it's kind of still setting up, right? Yes, it's losing EMAs, but if we can hold this, I would actually like this to break above. And if it does, then it's going to go. And then MSTR. MSTR is going to be one I'm really looking at on Monday. It had some really strong, obviously it had quite a blowout here, as you can see. But here it looks really strong to really go. And the reason I say this is because this looks almost exactly like Sound. Okay, and the reason I say that is take a look at that big spike, right? Big spike, and then it breaks out. Like, tell me it's not the same thing. Now, this is the weekly, okay, but let's compare. Let's compare this. No, let's grid. Let's do this. Sound, and we'll do MSTR on this one. And on this one, we'll do daily. And now I want you to realize, or not realize, but I just want you to notice what I'm trying to say here. Okay, does this make sense or no? Okay, two different companies doing the exact same thing. Big move up, big move up, big fall, lots of shorts, lots of selling. and then it goes zigzag, comes back up. Then there's a spike, zigzag, then there's a spike. Then it comes back, then it comes back. Then it gets really tight, then it gets really tight. And then what happens? It breaks out. So this is going to break out, hopefully. If it doesn't, then it's a failed breakout and it doesn't break out. But this is the exact same. Like, it looks identical. So this is the reason why. And like, look how high sound went. I'm not saying MSTR is going to go that high, but we know that it filled these highs. So it's going to probably fill 543, right? So MSTR is a really good one to look at. It knows it's going to go to 445. And it's probably going to go to 505. So why not go to 543? It knows it can go that high. So that's a huge one that I'm looking at, obviously. That's pretty much it on terms of stocks that I'm looking at. I also want to talk about something that I've been working on for quite a while, and it is my option strike price calculator. Now, this is something I've coded for a while. I've been working on this for a while. I did use some kind of ChatGPT just to help me out with the code here and there, because I couldn't figure out how to, change the color here and add this line and make it under this, blah, blah. The whole concept of it is my code. And then I just asked AI to, refine it a little bit to make it more UI friendly. Now, as you can see here, this is the chart, and then you have a line here, okay? Now, this line actually tells you exactly where to buy your calls. And you might be thinking, well, you teach a way to buy calls, you teach a way to option trade, and that strategy is to know how many days you're going to hold the contract for, what the strike price is going to be, determining on the ADR, so average daily range, plus the current price that it's at. Or no, you do the ADR times the amounts of days you're going to hold, and then you add that percentage to the current price that the stock is breaking out of, and then you would get your strike price. All that takes a while if you're going to do that manually. So I made a code and I made an indicator that does that for you automatically. So the code and the indicator knows exactly how to calculate ADR the correct way. And then it takes the ADR, and all you have to do is go into settings, and I'll show you here. You have inputs, style, and visibility. Okay, so I made it really easy for you guys. You have days holding. So again, days holding. If you have 1 day of holding the contract, that's risky. If you take 2, 3, 4, 5 days, the longer you do, the less risky, because you have more days to hold the contract. Hence, it can go down and then come back up. If you only have 1 day, then it's more risky. It's more volatile. Usually, I like to go with 4 days, because I like with 4 days holding. Let's say, hypothetically, I'm buying a contract and I'm going to hold it for 7 days. Okay. I'm going to hold it for 5 days. Sell it after the 5th day. But the contract itself that I'm buying on Webull is 7 days. That's fine. Days holding, 5. The next setting is ADR look back period. Now, this is important because as you can see here on MSTR, the look back period could be 20 days. It could be 5 days. It could be 50 days. It could be 26 days, right? So you can go back into these days and it will literally, I kid you not, go through every single day, calculate the ADR, and then take the average of that. Now, look what happens at the strike price if I change the look back period. Let's do the 10 most recent days. So this whole week, basically. That strike price is going to change, right? And this is all in the plugin, all in the indicator. You don't have to do anything. Let's say I want to do 20, right? Because that's pretty average, 20 days. It's, this whole period. 433. Now, let me be more accurate. The highest I will go is 100. So let me do 100. And it's going to go all the way back. So now it's 417. But let's do 2, right? The 2 last days. It's going to be really low. Yeah, because these didn't have anything. So this is the math. It does the math all for you. You don't have to do anything. This is the automatic portion. You just manually input how many days you want to hold it. And this will be as default. You can even change, reset default, save as default, 5 days, 4 days, maybe 6 days, 7 days, how many ever time. That's your strategy. That's manual. That's not automatic. Okay. What is automatic is the calculation. Also, what's manual is the ADR look back. You can change that. That's preferably 100 would be the most accurate because it can really take all the info and really know the stock. The more days it has, which is 100, I could probably change the script to look back for more days, but that also might make it inaccurate because it might have some weird days. I think 100 is a good balance. And if you want to, you can use manual ADR. Now, the reason I say this is because in my old script, all you had was manual ADR, and you could only change the ADR based on your calculations of the ADR. Now, I used to do this to be more precise. If hypothetically I see that the ADR that the other indicator had was incorrect or it was off, for example, if we go to Webull and we go to quotes and you go to MSTR, you can see that the range is 5.3%. So that's its ADR, is what Webull is saying. So let's say 5.3% is the ADR it's showing. You see now the strike price has changed because we're using manual ADR instead of the calculated automatic ADR the script has for us. And you can see the strike price went down. So it looks like when we don't use manual ADR, it looks like the ADR is a little higher than 5.3. So it looks like Webull, and you can compare, Webull is either right or wrong, right? I don't know how far Webull goes back to look, but we're saying in the script that it looks back 100 days. It calculates the average daily range for 100 days and takes the average of that, multiplies it by the days holding, and then adds it to the current breakout price. If you want to use manual ADR to be more precise, there's a setting for that. So I made it easier for you guys to do that. Also, short strike proof, like you can have this UI. If you click it off, you don't have that, and then all you have to do is just click on the bar just to make it more seamless. This is just more of a preference. You can have this. I think it looks better. And then style, like do you want the line? Do you want the label? Do you want the lines? That's that. Really easy script to use. The only thing I need your help with, I don't know if I should be greedy and keep this to myself, or do I make money off of this? Because if you look, option option calculator. There is one already. Huh. Let's see. Option calculator. Let's see what this one is. Oh, wait. Option calculator. Confirm input puts. Strike price, premium quantity. Okay, apply. What is this? In the money return. Okay, not using that. That doesn't tell me anything. Options calculator. Options price calculator. Let's see. Whoa, this is... Who's going to use this? The fuck is this? This looks like you can find this in... Oh, shit, I don't have... Well, you can find it in Webull. So, no, and that's the pricer, not the actual option calculator. There's none. Locked, spy option return, no, lock. Call put option selling. Let's see. Okay, yeah, we're not doing that. So it looks like my script is the only one that actually fucking works. And it looks like it's the best. So I may be able to sell it for you. Okay. If you want the script, you trade like this and you want the script, then I'll sell it. I still got to figure out how to do that because it's an open script. And if I just sell the open script, then everyone can have it for free. So there's no point. So I'm pretty sure I got to buy a TradingView account and then make it private script or whatever. But let me know if you guys have any ideas on how to tweak these settings or make it more accurate or whatever. Let me know. I'll change the code, whatever, right? This is our indicator. We can work together and then I can give you guys discounts on whenever it comes. Not saying this will fucking blow up, but it is something I've, worked on for a while and I don't want to just throw it out there for free. Other than that, that's pretty much it. I mean, I've had a long week. There's not a lot of stuff happening in the stock market right now except Bitcoin. And yeah, so I'll see you guys next time, I guess.